So let's continue on. This is all in action. So now I can say, great seeing you. There we go. This person, I like that comment. I'll say, wow. I'll like a couple comments. And then this person says, you, sir, are phenomenal. I like that. And I'm going to make a comment and I will say, wow, that is a crazy, tremendous amount of people would have loved to be there. And then there you go. So now more people got notifications from me. So then the other point that I mentioned is you want to follow who these people follow. So if I click on his friends, he has his friends hidden so I can only see mutual friends, but here's where that following button, if you click on this following button, look at the people that he follows. These are all big leaders. Like, do you see this? Alex Morton has 58,000 followers. Here we go. So I follow him as well. And I can open in the new tab. Let me see if he has his timeline open for other people. He sure does. So now here's Alex Morton. He tagged this person and there's a video. So I'm going to watch the video afterwards, but I'm just going to like it right now. But let's go through. Here's something else like cranking calls all day while at home with the family. You can build a 6-7 figure income in your sweatshirt and shorts. And he talks about new leaders. I love this. So I'm going to like it. And look, he only has 5 comments here. So with just 5 comments, I can actually like all of them. And I'm going to make a comment and I'm actually going to try and tag him. Let's see. And to tag people, if you do the little @ sign and then type their name. So Alex Morton. Okay. I say looking great. Network marketing is such a blessing. Building an online income in the most comfortable setting. I'll say your home. Love it. So now, see, it did tag Alex. Sometimes when you tag too many people, like it won't let you tag. We'll talk about that. That's all part of Facebook jail. And I'm going to tell you how to avoid it and all that. But just kind of follow along what I'm doing here. So with this, what I just did is I liked all these comments. All these people got a notification that I liked their comments. They also got a notification that I commented on the post that they commented. And then Alex got, let's see, 1, 2, and the tag 3. So I tagged him in a post, I commented on his photo, and I liked his photo. So I'm going to click on his profile photo and I'll give him a compliment. I will say, looking fantastic, very professional and business like. Here we go. So he just got a whole bunch of notifications from me saying that I viewed his profile, that I commented, that I liked on his stuff. So I can also, just like I showed you earlier, interact with people that comment on his posts and everything. Let's close his. But let's see. So the next one is this Brad person that I was talking about. I'm going to open his profile or his personal profile. I know he has a page. I have so many pages that I can go through. Like I love Network Marketing Pro and I love these people's pages to interact, like, and comment and actually reply to individual people. So he posted something, some phenomenal success stories featured on Vemma News. He's part of Vemma, looks like. So I'm going to like this. And I'm going to say, wow, strong work. Shows amazing leadership. And then there we go. He got, the more you praise people, people like to be complimented. People like to be praised. And it doesn't matter that he's in a different company than I am. I still have a lot of respect for him and for anybody that follows him. There's many leaders, like, they build their organization and they're like, hey, now that I've built that one and it's on autopilot and everybody's pretty much taken care of, I'm going to look into other things. So who knows? This person might come later down the road and looking for something else. And if you're nice, if you are positive, encouraging, and a kind person with compliments, they might consider you. It's a great way to build relationship. And you also want to be associating yourself with powerful, influential people and people that bring value because you can learn from them. And you can also have those strong connections. They come in handy quite a few times. So now we did that. I can comment on a couple more of his posts and I'll go through his profile photo. I haven't commented on this one, but I will leave a comment and just say, what a precious photo. Looking amazing, both of you. And there you go. We gave him some of that. Let me click on his friends. Okay, so here we go. Here are the people that he followed. Let's pick, okay, this person. It says star executive at Vima. I'm gonna look him here. Let's see. And I don't know what the ranks are at any company. It might be good, it might be at the bottom, I don't know. But this gives me a chance to connect with more and more network marketers. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow him. And I'll comment on his photo. Go Taylor, great job. There we go. All right, because he looks like he was congratulated for something and he said hard work pays off. So I just said, wow, go Taylor, great job. Okay. And I don't know if this is him or where that's at, but it looks great. It looks like he's taking leadership to the next level. So we're going to say, what an achievement. Okay, there we go. I'll just do that. And then we can also click on his friends and see who he is following. And here's the thing, like if you run out of network marketers, because I like network marketers as my target market, because what happens is they already know the industry. They already know what is expected of them, like when they join a company. You don't need to explain everything from bottom up. But in case you run out of network marketers, or you want to be one of those people who goes to the cold market, which means you go to people who have no clue what network marketing is, you're more than welcome to follow people outside of those areas. And we're going to talk about, you know, it's all coming in my video number 3. You're going to love that part. I think that's enough of examples of what I did here on interacting and following influential people. So let me go back to my home page and we're going to talk about commenting and liking on your friends' posts. So what I want to do, and I just want to emphasize this, is remember who you associate yourselves with or yourself with. Those are the posts that will show up on your timeline or on your news feed. So you want to make sure that you screen carefully. Like if you go through and you see a lot of spammy posts or somebody that you're like, oh, don't comment on those. Like you can just skip and go on. So I'm going to make a little comment and just say deals are awesome. What a way to spice up the holidays. Boom. She's got a notification from me. So now I'm going to see, like, I'm building her, you know, these are the people that will be seeing my posts too. Growing my own food. Ooh, I love this. And I'll say there is nothing better than your own organic garden. Great job. Okay. You want to spend 90% of your time on other people's posts, on other pages, versus less than 10% of your time on your own timeline. This is exactly what it is. You go through down and you put as many comments, just kind of go through and just pick and choose and comment, like, comment, interact. And then you pick a couple pages a day, or you pick one page and interact with a lot of people a day. Because this is what's going to get your name out there, and this is what's going to get your post seen. Now, let's talk about your own post for a second. When you make a post and people start liking and interacting on it, What you want to do first of all is you want to tag yourself in your photo. Now, I haven't tagged myself in this one, but I'm going to show you how that's done. And maybe I did. Nope, I didn't. So I'm going to tag myself. And let's see. I'll just start typing my name. Let's see. I think this is okay. Here we go. Here's me. So I'm done tagging. I tagged myself. What this does is when somebody shares your post and they hover over your photo, it gives them direct access to your profile. People start interacting on your post. Well, you don't want to go back and start, like, you can go back and interact with people, but what really is going to make it more effective is if you give it a little bit of time and then go back and comment, because every time that you do that, it brings your post up at the top. And see how I have the last person that commented was about 3 hours ago. I can make a comment to bring my post up at the top, or I can actually like my own post. But see here, Sarah Jones just liked my comment. So that means I got her attention. But back to this, I liked my own post. That means it's going to be brought up to the top and I might get another comment or two. I'm trying to decide on the logo for my website. I wanted votes. And when I put this, because I wanted votes, and this is like a fun post to interact on, and it also is a question, so people will interact. I got 145 comments so far. If I make a comment right now, and here, let me make a comment. Now, remember what I said about the weight status and the edge rank and all that? Posts that get a lot of interaction are going to be the ones that will be more up at the news feed. I'm going to look and I'm going to, I'm going to make a comment just to bring it to the top. And then, if we have somebody commenting, that's great. It'll be like live proof that whatever I'm teaching works. Wow, so many. I'll say I am so excited to go through all the comments and start telling them up. So there you go. Now my post is at the top again and people might, will see it again. Let's go next on my list here of nodes that you can see on the right of the screen. Target market and groups. We're going to talk about that in the next video. I'm super excited. Building valuable relationships. What you need to know about this is when you go out and you get your name out and people see you comment on influential marketers' pages, profiles, you interact with people there, before you message anybody, before you send anybody a private message, you want to make sure that you publicly first interact with them. If you go straight for the message, it's going to come off really weird. What you don't want to happen is you don't want people to be like, okay, this person is weird. Like, I don't even know who they are. I have no clue. But if you interact with them in public and you provide value, you actually provide valuable comments, they're going to know who you are. And when you send them a message, say in a week or two, they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's you. Hey. The big no-nos are you do not ever pitch your business right away. You do not spam, which means you do not send a message with a link. All right. I've been there. I've done that. I've been blocked by people that I have a lot of respect for. And I can't send them a message to apologize because I've been blocked. Don't repeat my mistakes. I'm teaching you the good things, the positive, the right way to do your Facebook. Build your relationship publicly first. When you post on Facebook pages, do not post your link there either. Don't pitch people and don't do that. Your goal is to build relationships, to increase your network, and to bring more publicity to your own profile. As you meet people and as you go through their profiles and just kind of interact and all that, you can actually have that mental assessment, mental evaluation of them, seeing like, okay, who is successful and who is struggling. And remember, network marketing is about being a problem solver. So if your business, if your product can solve a problem for somebody, then you are going to be the hunted. Sometimes your product will not solve somebody's problem and your business will not. But if your coaching and your mentoring does, they're still going to be looking up to you because you are still a person of value in their eyes. your product or your business might solve their problem down the road. You never know. You want to build relationships. If you build a bridge with influential marketers or any person, they have friends on their list too. So a lot of times when they comment on your posts, their friends see it too. So you are exposing your profile to so many people out there. This is so important to build relationships and do not burn bridges. If you burn one bridge, yes, there will be times when people block you or you block people. But every relationship that you burn by making a mistake, which mistakes are good, you learn from mistakes, it all happens. By burning one bridge, you're actually burning hundreds or thousands of other indirect bridges. So you don't want to be doing that. Word of mouth travels. Like if the person blocks you and say somebody else tries to talk to you and they go to that person and say, hey, I met so and so. And the person's like, yeah, I blocked so and so. And they're going to be like, oh, why? And then, your mistakes will come up again. So just be smart, be wise in your building relationships. Number 7 is find out what their needs are. And how do you find out what their needs are? You ask questions. You ask a lot of questions. You find out what they're up to, where they're good, where they're struggling. One of the tips that I found is, say you have already talked about where they're at and they're interested in what you're doing. You can always ask them the yes questions. Like if you see a window of opportunity to present what you have to offer, practice what's called permission marketing. If they say, oh, what is it that you do? Right? You don't send them a link. But if you have like a capture page or if you have a video, or depends on how you market, you can ask the person, hey, is it okay if I share my link or my website or my video with you? Most of the time, even if they are not interested, they're going to say yes because you asked permission. Sometimes you'll get no thank you. Well, hey, then you can say, well, I am glad that you're doing well in your opportunity. If you know of anybody that might benefit from what I have to offer, send them my way. Next one is, when presenting your business to people, you have to tell them what's in it for them, not you. We all know that we're here to build a home business, to earn money, but you know that if you don't build your team, you don't grow, right? And the last one on branding yourself and building your credibility is, do not ever be afraid to give people success tips. That's what makes them come back to you and look at you as a credible person. At first, it's like, okay, well, what if I give them all the tips and then they don't join me? It's not about that. They might join you, 6 months down the road, a year down the road. They might never join you. But what you have to realize is that if they don't join you, they may send somebody else to join you, because you are that person of value. You are the person that, provides great mentoring tips, great coaching tips. You're not afraid to give them success tips, and they're like, oh, I learned this from so and so. Like, they might have more. Let's go ask them. And you get not only that person coming back to you, but their friend as well. Trust me, Facebook and social media are like powerful tools. There's millions of people on there. So how I went from 300 friends to maxing out in less than 6 months. And right now I actually have 4964 because I actually went through and deleted some of the sleepers that I have. And by sleepers, I just mean people who turned off their profile or who have not been active. And that is something that recommended that you do pretty regularly too. So when I started out, I was actually dedicating quite a bit of time. And you can, when you make a list for your day, dedicate whatever specific time you want. I used to spend hours and hours on Facebook, and I would put in like 200 to 300 comments a day on Facebook. By not posting and doing what I preach, my edge rank started dropping. Like I'll have posts, like I'll put a post and I'll have 10 likes and 2 comments. And that doesn't feel good. So then I go back and like I do what I just taught you. Like I go back and comment on like everybody's posts and comment. And sometimes like when you go out and do that, it actually reminds people that you exist. And then they're like, oh, I haven't seen a while from this person. I'll go check out what they're up to. And so they go back and they start interacting on your posts. And there you go. Boom. You build your edge rank back up. But I would dedicate 1 to 2 hours strictly on commenting and interacting and building relationships. And the last one is repeat and be consistent. That is so important. If you stay consistent, say you plan to take a vacation, for example, and you really want to take a break away from Facebook, why don't you make a comment and just say, hey, everybody, I'm going to be out in hot Hawaii for a week. I might come back and post a few photos, but I'm actually going to take time away from Facebook. That way, if you post on a daily basis and then all of a sudden you're gone, people don't wonder what happened to you, but that you're a responsible person. People know that they can come to you and be like, okay, this person is the person of their word. They say what they promise and they won't just disappear on you. I hope that this was a lot of value for me. I feel like I'm talking nonstop. But the last thing we're going to cover is Facebook jail and how to avoid this. This is like a hot subject because a lot of people have been penalized for using Facebook the wrong way. What Facebook doesn't want you to do is they don't want you to use your personal profile for business. They want you to create a page and then pay for ads and this and that. And so there are things that they will flag you for. The other thing they don't want you to do is they don't want fake profiles. They don't want bots or robots doing all the stuff. They want to make sure that real people use Facebook. All right. So, what is Facebook jail and how do you avoid it? A Facebook jail is either a temporary restriction of a certain action. It might be like a temporary inability of sending a friend request, commenting on other people's posts, liking, or tagging. And I don't want to say there's 4 different Facebook jails, but it's one Facebook jail, but it has different cubicles. So you can end up in a different cubicle. You might be banned from one thing, but not the other. Initially, when you start getting your name out there, you'll get people friend requesting you, and that's great. When you get friend requests, you screen them, okay? So I actually saved a couple friend requests just so I can show you. Remember how I said all the things that you need to do about your profile? That's exactly what I look in other people's too. So say I'm going to pick this person. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to pick this person and I'll go to her profile. And let's see, she's got a beautiful picture as a profile photo. I love her cover photo. It looks like she's shooting a video. Okay, she's talking about start your day with laughter. That's fantastic. Let's see, she retweeted somebody. She talks, okay, somebody tagged her, but they're providing value. Let's see. Now she's providing value. She's providing more. I like this person. Okay. So this is what I do with my friend requests. I'll confirm it. And a lot of times, I'll get a message from them saying, hey, thank you for, accepting my friend request. And then you just kind of build your interaction there. But the other thing I want to mention what I look for is right here in the About section. It talks about she's a network marketing leader. So that's great. She's got photos. We've got mutual friends. Here's something that you don't want. And I don't know that I have anybody like that. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see who this person is. So this person, first of all, okay, it might be a good example, but it may not. Who knows? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so first of all, this person, I can't really understand what they're saying here. I don't know that I mean, this does not tell me about them much at all. Let's see. Looks like they were at a conference. Okay, this might be an okay photo. I have no clue what this is. Okay. All right. I don't know. I have no. Okay, so it looks like this person is something about love or whatever. But yeah, see, this person might be looking for somebody. So here are the big no-nos and people that you don't want on your profile or on your friends list. If you look at their photos and it's a whole bunch of perverted pictures, if you look at their groups and it's meeting people online, meeting whatever. If you look at their friends, this person has friends hidden, but if you look at their friends and it's a whole bunch of women or a whole bunch of exposed photos, those are not the people that you want on your profile. So then this person's going to be deleted. I don't need that person. Let's pick this person, Sue. It looks like I already have 300 some mutual friends with this person, 373 friends. She's got nice photos. Looks like she's with Younique. And, you know, so I know she's a network marketer. Look at that. I actually like her timeline. So what I will do is I'm going to approve her. Okay. There you go. This is just so important, like for you to screen every friend request that you get. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my Facebook is just glitching. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. So Facebook jail. Let's go back to Facebook jail. When you meet people, you don't want to go and start adding random people. You want to follow people first if they have a follow button. If they don't have a follow button, maybe go to their profile and see if they have posts that you can comment on. And if they don't, you can send them a brief message and saying, hey, I noticed that you're in network marketing. I would love to connect with you. And ask, may I send you a friend request? And sign your name and send them a message. One thing that might happen is their message or your message might end up in their other folder, and that's totally okay. But they will eventually see it. What that does is when that person replies to you and they say, oh yeah, go ahead and send me a friend request, and you do, and they approve, you will not go into Facebook jail. What is putting you at risk is if you send to say like 5 or 6 people or 10 people, you send friend requests and your request is sitting there unanswered, or they will delete your request or say, I don't know this person. Facebook will red flag you for that because they will say you're requesting people that you don't know and you shouldn't be doing this. The next thing is, do not do one same action repeatedly. Remember how I went to the page and I was liking a few comments? You can like, 4 or 5 comments, 6, 7 maybe at max, then, put a comment yourself, go send a message or something, but do not go out and like 30 or 40 comments at one time. Facebook will lock you out of liking comments. So alternate your actions, or do not go send like 30 messages. Do not go put like 50 comments, like interchange your actions, like alternate your actions. Because you can always like have a couple tabs open, like say you're working on Network Marketing Pro page, interacting with people, then you open a new tab, you go to a specific person, you like, comment, do a few things, and that's what's going to alternate, and they will, Facebook will see that you're a real person. Also, increase your actions gradually. So if you learned all this from my video and now you're so excited, you're like, I'm going to go out and do all this. Do not start with like 300 comments a day, okay? Because that's not regular activity for you. Facebook will flag you. You start with like just increase your activity more and more. And the last thing is, if you are tagging, like you can tag people when you're interacting on pages. Some people you can't tag, and that's okay. But when you're tagging people and all of a sudden, boom, you get CAPTCHA. Let me show you what CAPTCHA is. Let's see, CAPTCHA. And some people might know what it is and some don't, but I want to show it to you. So Facebook CAPTCHA looks like this, okay? You see this where it says enter words below. This is a security check. Let me tell you, whatever you do, do not enter CAPTCHA. If you were trying to tag somebody and you got a CAPTCHA pop-up, cancel out. Either redo your comment without tagging the person or go do another activities on Facebook or take a break from Facebook, because that's another one of the things that Facebook will flag you for. Now, when you get thrown into Facebook jail, usually it happens for the first offense, whatever you do is like 24 to 48 hours. You can't like comments or you can't tag people or you can add friends. If you keep doing whatever you were doing that put you in the jail in the first place, again, they'll put you in the jail for like 2 weeks. And then after that, I think it's like a month. I mean, I haven't tested that far. I've been in Facebook jail for like about 2 weeks. That was the most. If you keep repeating your actions, they might actually permanently close your account. So you don't want to go there, especially for a network marketer who is building a following. And if social media is your primary source, I mean, yes, you can always go back and reopen another account, but you're going to be starting from scratch all over again. You don't want to lose what you have. And the last thing that will put you in Facebook jail, and this was like, it wasn't actually a jail, but when I started out, I didn't have my full name on here. I had a nickname. And when people would contact me, they'd be like, hey, what's your real name? Like, you have Tots on here. Like, is that your real name? And so I'll tell them, oh, my name is Tatiana. And so after a while of doing that, I think they had real name somewhere on the list of words to target, because I logged into my account and I got this pop-up and it said, we have a suspicion that you are not using your real name for your Facebook account. We're trying to eliminate all the fake people or something. Please enter your full name to continue using your Facebook. Otherwise, your account could be in danger or something. So I had to put my full name. And at first I was like, well, you know what? I can change it later. But when I did that, it wouldn't let me change my name for about 2 or 3 months, which is fine. Like, I'm like, hey, it's time to embrace my full name, and it's totally cool. So just something else for you to watch for. I hope you got a lot of value from this video. In the next video, we're going to cover groups and how to, and some more amazing Facebook strategies. I'm super excited to be providing all this for you, because I completely remember the excitement that I had and still have, and the power of all this when I discovered attraction marketing and how to really put my name out there on Facebook. The next assignment for you before you watch the next video, or actually not just an assignment, but just kind of go through this video, take notes, start implementing the strategies that I taught. And then I would love for you to come back and tell me that you're so excited you got like 5, 10 friend requests. I remember when I started, I would get like 5, 10 friend requests a day, and then it would increase to like 20, 30. And at one point, I literally had between 100 and 200 friend requests a day. I was like booming this. And so then it didn't take me long. I mean, by the end, as I was growing my following, I got to like 2,000 or 3,000 friends, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then you tend to kind of slow down. So then I'm like, I'm going to pick this up again. So you are the one that is leveraging your Facebook, and you can make it work for you or against you. With that said, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. And just like I mentioned in my first video, feel free to check out my website at TatianaMoshenkov.com, or connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com/TATS.MOS.